G'day, Dave the Enlightened Plumber here with today's quote. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. This is from Muhammad Ali. Well, let's start this off with the he. In today's society, the he is a general all across the board, absolutely anybody, he, she, they, them, whatever, right? Whoever is courageous enough to take risks, or whoever is not courageous enough to take risks, will accomplish nothing in life. So with that, courage. Well, courage is action in spite of fear. It doesn't mean to say that it's all about competitive fighting or anything else, which perhaps is the angle where Muhammad Ali was coming from. But that's not what courage is. Courage is acting in spite of fear. Courage is doing something that is scary to do, even when you know that it's scary to do. So this could be rock climbing. It could be abseiling down rocks. It could be hand gliding, flying through the air, swimming, in fact, right? Or kissing frogs, picking up slugs, whatever it may be, right? I mean, these can be big things, they can be little things, whatever. The idea is fear is different for everybody, and everybody's got different levels of fear of what they're scared of. And on top of that, there's different levels of fear at different points in your life. So what was courageous yesterday may not be courageous today, and will most likely not be courageous tomorrow, because as we come across a fear and we overcome it, then we go up a level, and so the next level of fear may not seem as big, even though to other people it might be huge, right? But it's like, well, so say for argument's a firefighter. Well, if we look at a firefighter climbing up a ladder into a burning building, that would seem scary to someone. Well, there's a good chance that that's still scary to the fireman doing it. But the reality is, because they've gone through a whole whack of training, they've gone through a bunch of things, they've probably gone into fires before on a much smaller scale. So climbing up a ladder into a big tall building on flames is less scary. That by no means says that that is not a courageous thing to do. But it's less scary for them to do that than for someone who's never done any firefighting before to look at them and go, okay, well, I'm not going there. And that's fair, that's fine. But, so that's kind of the explanation of courage. So, but that's also part of taking risks, because the explanation of courage there more or less says, well, if I'm acting in spite of fear, a fear is a risk. And so that's where the courage comes in. So again, in this particular argument, the fear doesn't have to be anything competitive or super scary or whatever. Fear could be fear of loss is probably the biggest fear that I know that anybody has. It could be a fear of, say, starting your own business and risking everything to lose it all, lose your house, your money, your car, your family. I mean, all these things are possibilities when someone starts a business. Luckily, I don't think that happens a whole lot. Most people just lose their business and a chunk of money, but it's not everything's wiped out. But that is courage, starting a business on that side of things, or doing something that's up against fear is what's the courageous bit, because it's already scary. That's taking the risk. And, well, that's it. Well, if you are the person who is going up against risks, you are courageous. But anybody who sits on the sideline and says, you fool, you're not gonna do it, says all these things around you, well, they're not actually taking any risks. Therefore, those are the people that aren't going to accomplish anything in life. And I'm sure you know many people around you that realistically haven't accomplished anything in life. In fact, you yourself may not have really accomplished anything in life. There may have been a few goals, but if you want to achieve anything that you consider to be great or grand, you have to take risks, because it's not going to just fall in your lap. And if it did, it's not going to stay there very long. Because those people who take the risks, who have the courage to go for something, also have the ability to keep it when they get it. The people who don't have fallen their laps. Unfortunately, this is why most lottery winners end up with kind of nothing after a couple of years, because they're not, I wouldn't say worthy, but they're not able to keep that reward that they've got, because they haven't really taken any risks. Their own risk was to put money on a ticket. So it's not a very big risk to have all that. So that's anywhere where it comes from. So what is it? He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. From Muhammad Ali and myself, Dave the Enlightened Plumber, have yourself an awesome day. Take a risk and make an awesome life. See you on the next one.